morning, Lancaster Catholic. I'm Izzy Miller.
And I'm Brian Downey.
Today is Wednesday, December 7th, 2016, Day A, Rotation 8-9.
And here's what you need to know.
Mass choir rehearses during second period today. Students should report directly to room 22.
Varsity Club is hosting a breakfast meeting at 7:20 a.m. in room 122 about buying gifts for Christmas families. Remember to bring gift bags, clothing boxes, wrapping paper, and bows for the gifts.
There's a student council meeting tomorrow during fifth period in room 206. Members should pack your lunch and get there as quickly as possible because it is short in periods.
13 Club's coat drive ends this Friday, so bring in any unwanted but lightly used winter clothes for those in our community who are less fortunate.
The leading homerooms in the Toys for Tots collections are Mrs. Martin, room 214, Mrs. Hamer, room 212, and Mr. Rothwell, room 10. Bring in toys for our next collection day on Thursday, December 8th, and win a casual dress day or a breakfast.
Guys interested in Kairos for February must turn in your applications by this Friday.
If you would like to compete in an American mathematics competition in February, you should attend this meeting Friday at 7:30 a.m. in room 217.
LCHS of Edom is hosting their Christmas breakfast meeting this Friday at 7 a.m. in Miss Kinsey's room 125. The club invites everyone to join them in celebrating the season and helping them develop activities for the spring semester.
Among the many things Edom does is to help the students in the Crusader community deal with depression. The morning show's Katie Leader spoke with some of the club's members about this important service.
I'm here with Mrs. Kastner, Courtney, and Claudia. During the holidays, obviously it's a very joyous time, but that's not always the case with some students, which is what Edom is involved with. And Mrs. Kastner, you're a moderator at the club, and what do you do to help students, and do you see any warning signs that we should be aware of?
If you're sitting with a friend or you're sitting with someone and they begin to say things that kind of get your ears going, it might be something like, I don't know why I'm here anymore, or I wish I wouldn't wake up, or people would be better off if I wasn't here. It's really important to follow those kinds of comments up with a question. Do you think about suicide? And what you don't want to do is say, you're not thinking about suicide, are you? Because that makes it harder for the person to talk about it. Most of the time, students come to our attention because of other students bringing them to us.
You know your friends more than a teacher knows them. You're on a personal level, they're your peers, you know everything about them. You're the one who can notice differences. So it's easier to tell if something's wrong with a friend and be able to refer it to an adult than an adult have to investigate about it.
Courtney, you were involved with QPR training. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, QPR is similar to CPR, which is a universal thing that saves someone's life. So QPR is question, persuade, and refer. So you question somebody about the topic. Bringing up the topic doesn't necessarily shy away from it or cause that person to do it. It just starts a conversation where a conversation is needed. And then persuade is to get that person to a safe place, is to show them that something is worth living for, no matter what it be, like a pizza. If you love pizza, it's worth staying here for. And then to refer is, well, since we're young, we don't know everything, is to refer them to an adult like Mrs. Kastner, who would know more about the subject and be able to help them more than we are.
Yeah, and if you want to talk to them, you want to make sure your full attention's on them. You don't want to be distracted by like the phone, or if you have to go somewhere, you want to make sure that you have like a set time that you can talk to them.
And in our school, we have so many people that can be of help. I know that many of our teachers have been confidants of students and will be the first line that a student will go to and say, I'm really worried about my friend. The students or the teachers then often will come to us counselors in the school counseling office. Any of us there are able to help. We also have a STAR team here at Lancaster Catholic, which is our student assistance program. And our main goal with any of those is just to make sure that people get the help that they need so they can be safe and happy.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
And if you need help or you are seeking to be educated in Edom and what we do, please check Edom out.
The Good Samaritan office is now offering new in-house volunteer experiences to help teachers with small projects and doing some filing and paperwork in the Good Samaritan office. Contact Mrs. Christensen for more information.
Next week, Lancaster Catholic welcomes the boys from Hakodate LaSalle Catholic School in Japan. There's an urgent need for one more host family. See Mrs. Weiss if you can help. If it's your birthday, you share it with the author, Willa Cather.
Oh, Maya Tania. Shout out to Mrs. Sciacchetti.
There we go. And singer-songwriter Sarah Bareilles. Have a great day, Crusaders.
Wonder what would happen if you said